I don't know if Halloweentown or any of the films in the Halloweentown series ever aired in the UK when I was younger. I know they're on Disney Plus now, but before that, I hadn't even heard of them. And the reason it actually came on my radar was because of Debbie Reynolds, who I love more than words can describe, and she is in this. And I thought, well, I love Halloween, I love fun films, I love Debbie Reynolds. This seems perfect. Honestly, this was such a delight that while it feels like a kid's film, and certainly from the poster that you can see in the video, it looks like a kid's film rather than a family film, but actually I think it's a really nice popcorn film. Perfect for any time of the year, but obviously for Halloween. So I will read the description from IMDb. There won't be any spoilers in this, so you do not need to worry. But if you just want to know whether or not you should watch it, absolutely, 100%. I do think you should watch all four. I think there are 4 films in the series. I've seen them all. The last one's not very strong, but it's worth persevering with them all. So the description from IMDb is: when a young girl living with her good witch grandmother learns she too is a witch, she must help her grandmother save Halloweentown from evil forces. So she actually lives with her mother. This Marnie Piper lives with her mother, and her grandmother comes to visit, and she finds out that she is actually a witch, and she follows her grandmother without her grandmother's knowledge onto this bus that takes them up to Halloweentown, which is kind of in the sky. It's another realm. And she gets to Halloweentown and she explores this, and everywhere you look there's something magical going on. There's all manner of ghouls and creatures and monsters and witches and warlocks. Just everywhere you look there's a different creation, and I don't know how much money they spent on this. I don't know what the costume in the SFX budgets were. This was in 1998. It's brilliant. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's so colourful, and they've put so much effort into creating Halloweentown, as you would expect. It's the title of the film. But I loved exploring that with Marnie. Obviously, though, it's not all fun and games. Things do get quite serious, and as the description there says, she has to help her grandmother fight off the evil forces. But it's not a scary film. Maybe if you're a young child, it probably will be, but it's just a big delight for me. There isn't anything about it that I don't like. I have to say that Dylan, who is Marnie's younger brother, played by Joseph Zimmerman, he is fantastic. I love the character of Dylan. In the first film, he is very sweet, very adorable, and he plays a really nice role in this. I really like his role. As the films progress, he gets a bit older, and it's great to see him blossom. Marnie herself is, I'd say she's the every woman. I think she's the character that pretty much every teenage girl could relate to. She's played by Kimberly Brown, and you know, she does a fantastic job. I have absolutely no complaints with any of the acting in this at all. And Judith Hoag plays her mother, Gwen Cromwell, and she's not in it as much as she may well have been, but I particularly liked her as a mother character. I think she worked really well, and it's really nice to see her own story progress as the films go on. But for me, the biggest of them all is Aggie. Debbie Reynolds. She's amazing. This is obviously a very different role to the type of role she played in what some people would call her heyday, when she was playing Tammy, and you know, she was very much a sweetheart character, and now she's playing a grandmother witch. And honestly, I don't know what this says about her, but I think she just suits the role so perfectly. Her eyes just twinkle. She's absolutely brilliant in it. It's directed by Duwayne Dunham and written by Paul Bernbaum. And as I said, it's a good, fun film. If you like Halloween films that are not scary but that are fun and entertaining, this is one to go for. It's beautiful. Regardless of whether or not you are a fan of Debbie Reynolds, but you will be after this film. I'd also be really interested to know if this was a staple in the average American Halloween. Because as I said, I personally don't ever remember having heard of it or seen of it before this year. Certainly it's not hailed as a great Halloween film in the UK. I don't know if we ever did have it. But I'd love to know if it's kind of a prominent feature for American Halloweens. The first Halloweentown, brilliant. The other ones are good as well. I will talk about those at some point. If you haven't seen this, now is the perfect time to see it.